Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Daily Double. Today we're doing Maseches Orlah, Perek Beis, starting Perek Beis, Mishnayos Aleph and Beis. Mishnah Aleph says, "Truma utrumas meiser shel demai, achalev bekurim olim be'echad omeya, u'mitzarfin zayin zeh, tzarech laharim." Right. Besides, we know from Maseches Truma's meiser is basically 1/10 the meiser rishon you give to a Levi. He has to give to a Kohen. It's treated as Truma, same thing as Truma. It's usher for a Zar. It has to be eaten by a Kohen. So the Mishnah adds also Chal and Bikurim, those also matnas kahuna, only given to the Kohen. Also, they, just like Truma is batal echad amei, you need 100 parts chulin to 1 part Truma to mevatel, so too Chal and Bikurim also need 1 in 100 to mevatel. The reason Chal and Bikurim also are included in 1 in 100th is because they're referred to as Truma in the Torah. It says by Chal harimu Truma, and it says Truma's Yadcha by Bikurim. They're also called Truma. And they also are about the 1 in 100. The reason it's 1 in 100, it seems to be a halacha midoraisa. It says in the pasuk, "Es mikdash shel mimenu," by Trumas Meiser, mikdash shel mimenu, right? Mikdash shel mimenu, from it, right? So it's talking about Trumas Meiser. Trumas Meiser, out of the whole crop, is 1/100th, right? Basically, 10% of the crop you give to the Levi, and 1 out of that 10% he gives to the Kohen. So it's 1 in 100. So 1 in 100 is considered, if it's less than 1 in 100, right? You have 99 parts, right? Normally, if you have 100 parts, 1 out of 100, so it's 99 chulin and one trumas meiser. So then it's not batal, implying that if you have one more part, you have 100 to 1, then it is batal. Mitzdarif and zeim zeh, right? Chala and bikurim are mitzdarif with truma and trumas meiser, right? If you have a mixture, right? If you have a mixture of truma and chala, right, and together, right, they're truma and chala together are less than 1/100th, right? So then it's aser, right? We don't say no. You have you have 100 parts more than the truma, but not for the chala. We don't say the truma is batal. They combine with each other, and therefore they're both called truma. They're treated the same, and therefore you need 100. Can I get both of them together? When you take off truma or bikurim or chal out of this mixture of one, it's about to 100, you have to take off that one part and give it to a Kohen. Orlah and Kilei Kerem, which is the subject of this Masechta Orlah, Kilei and Kerem basically are similarly treated like chal and bikurim. However, because they're also not only asr b'achil, they're also asr b'hana, you can't benefit from them. So therefore, midrabanan seemingly, they doubled the bittul that you need. Instead of 1 to 100, you need 1 to 200 parts. The only difference is Mustarf and Zaimzeh. Similarly, they also combine with each other, right? To make, you need 1 and 200 against the combined Orlah and Kilei Kerem. The Ein Sarach Laharim. There's one Kula Orlah and Kilei Kerem. If you have 200 parts Kula and 1 part Orlah or 1 part Orlah and Kilei Kerem combined, so therefore it's Bata. You can have the whole thing. However, by Truma, you have to take off 1 part and give it to the Kohen because it's Mammon Kohen. Shimon Omer, Eina Mitzdarfin. Shimon argues on the Tanakama. He says that no, Orlah and Kilei Kerem or Truma and Chala, they're different Isurim in the Torah. So therefore, they're not Mitzdarif. It's a Kula, right? They're not Mitzdarif. And therefore, if I have 100 parts connected to the Truma, but not 100 parts connected to the Chala, so the Truma is Batal over the Chala is not Batal. Lezer Omer, Mitzdarif and Minos and Tam of the Esar. Lezer makes the chiluk between Lach and Yavish. Up until now, assuming we're talking about dry grains or whatever. Here, what about you have wine? You could have wine that's Orlah and Kilei Kerem. So when it comes to Nosein Tam, right, you combine the taste of the Orlah and Kilei Kerem. So you need 160th Nosein Tam. Even though we mentioned that you need 1 to 100, that's only talking about Yavish. By Lach, it's always Nosein Tam, which is 160th. However, Orlah and Kilei Kerem are Mitzdarif bin Nosein Tam, the Sinas Tam, Avalo Esor. But not when it comes to La'esar, we're talking about Yavish, right? They do not combine, even though according to Tanakama, they do combine. He says they do not combine, like Reb Shimon, which is the Kula. But we paskin, like Tanakama, they are Mitzdarif, and you need to have 100 to 1 or 200 to 1. And that 1, you can combine the Chala and the Truma, or the Kilei and the Orlah. Because that Truma Male is Orlah. Truma can be a vatal Orlah. Orlah, it's a Truma, right? Since Truma and Chal and Bikurim are one type of thing, and Orlah and Kilei HaKerem are a separate type of Isser. So, Truma Kimala Asa Orlah, right? If you have Orlah, you need 200 parts of Mavatal. So you have 200 parts of Chulin. So you have 199 parts of Chulin, and one part Truma and one part Orlah. So the Truma combines with the 199 Chulin in order to Mavatal the Orlah. The Orlah is that Truma. Similarly, Orlah, if you have 99 parts Chulin and one part Truma, and you have one part of Orlah you put in, so that's Mavatal Truma. Ketzad. How does this work out? So Truma Shnaflu Lameya. You have a stuff Truma that fell into 100. Not exactly 100, a little less than 100. Let's say 99. In total, you have 100. To make it more precise, we're talking about there's 99 and a half. A kab, there's 6 kabin in a saw. So you had 99 saw of chulin, 99 and a half saw of chulin, and then a half a saw, which is 3 kabin of Orlah fell into it. Kabin klei hakerem, zu isha truma mala esa Orlah. Right? Now you have the Orlah, I said truma, but it works both ways, right? In this unique case, right? So now you're combining, you have 99 and a half saw of chulin, and now you have half a saw of Orlah Kilei HaKerem. So therefore, combining the Orlah with the chulin, so now you have 100 to 1 versus the truma. And similarly, the Orlah is basically half a saw. So therefore, when you have 100 parts truma, right, that's 1 200 for the Orlah. So therefore, the Orlah is batel and the truma is batel. It's a nice, cute trick to use. Stay tuned for Iyam Mitzion. We'll discuss the idea of Chala and Bikurim being called Truma. Iyam Mitzion coming up next.